Hey, I'm Daniel, and this is my podcast, The Filmcraziest Show. Today, I was able to speak with the actress Scott Caldwell for her role of Dolores in the new Welcome to Blumhouse film, Bingo Hell, which is now streaming on Amazon Prime. The film is about a group of elderly friends in the barrio of Oak Springs who refuse to be gentrified. At the center of it is Lupita, who is the glue of their community and keeps them together, even as the nefarious Mr. Big threatens to change their bingo hall into a bingo hell. So thanks for checking out this interview, and let's get right into the conversation with Scott Caldwell. Perfect. How's it going today?
It's going well. It's going well. I'm still in my hotel room in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
been out yet today, but it looks beautiful. I'm experiencing the beauty of this town out of this hotel window. So that's lovely.
Okay. And now you're talking to me.
And now I'm talking to you. Hey.
I love if we could start just getting an idea of what does it mean to you being a part of this Welcome to Blumhouse film?
What does it mean to me to be a part of the Blumhouse house?
Yes. Great way to put it.
I'm happy. I'm happy to be a part of anything really. I'm always very, very, very grateful when somebody says, "Come in. We want you with us." And so that's a beautiful feeling. And for it to be Blumhouse, a company that I admire, and I've kind of been following over the last, I don't know, has it been 20 years yet? But it's been a while. But to see the growth and to, see what Mr. Jason Blum has been able to, he's built a house and with a lot of room. So now it's becoming a mansion. Okay. But it's really, it's a wonderful feeling because in this particular case, with this slate of movies, I feel like I'm part of some history. Okay. So I think that, something very special is happening in terms of how they've designed this slate of movies. And I think we're going to be talking about it for a long time because it's definitely going to open, many, many, many doors.
Okay, cool. Now, how are you cast for the film? How did they reach out to you?
They reach out to your agent, manager, that kind of thing, and just say we're interested, in, you joining the project. And they sent me the first slate of 4 to say, look at these, and you see where we're coming from. And it was like those were really terrific. But what happened in a very special way is before I got that call, maybe a couple of days before I got that call, I was watching Penny Dreadful, City of Angels.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know or not, Adriana Barraza is in that. And I was watching her and I was saying, oh, that's the lady from Babel. I haven't seen her in a while, and that's what I was thinking in my head. And I was really enjoying her in the Penny Dreadful. And then I get this call a couple of days later about Bingo. It was then called Bingo.
Okay.
And they said, and we have Adriana Barraza starring. And it was like, what? Is that serendipitous or synchronicity? Which one of those applies in this case?
Oh, maybe Kismet, but both, I think.
Oh, say yeah, we'll go with that. But it was like I couldn't believe it, and I said, "Well, that's a sign. That is a sign right there to have somebody fresh in your mind, watching their work, admiring their work, and suddenly being offered the opportunity to work with that person." And I said, okay. So that was a very, very big part of it.
Okay, that's amazing. And obviously you two play very good friends in the film. So what was it like building that chemistry?
Well, we didn't have a chance to build it, because we didn't. We were working in the pandemic.
Sure.
The first time, you see anybody, it's over Zoom. And our table read was a Zoom table read. And the first day of work, you're behind a mask and you're 6 feet apart. So, we didn't have the very basic groundwork that you have when you're making a film or television or creating any, art. The community. Okay. And that sense of community, that was the thing that was actually missing, because how you build those connections and those friendships is between takes and hanging out after you finish filming and all of that. But we didn't have any of that. We weren't allowed to fraternize, and we were always distanced. Even when we were on set together in a holding area, we'd be in chairs 6 feet apart with the mask on. So we just didn't have those normal opportunities to bond. So in a way, we had to depend on whatever that energy was that created us being in the space together, like me, watching her 2 days before I got this offer. Something magical was already, coming together in the universe that allowed us to be able to authentically portray this connected, friendship, because, that's how it was happening in the breathing, in the, the eyes, because she, Spanish is her her first language, and I don't speak any Spanish. Okay. None. And they were trying to teach me, a couple of words here and there, but I don't speak Spanish. And though she speaks English, the nuance kind of shorthand kind of stuff you would be able to do, we didn't have that. So we really did have to, rely, on the magic of what happens between two actors that, are looking into each other's eyes and telling each other the truth. Okay. And she's very good at that, Yeah, she's exceptional.
And so are you.
Oh, well,
very good at that too. I'd also love to ask, just like your characters are very at odds in one scene, because your character of Dolores is kind of caring more for her grandson. So can you talk about that aspect of your character?
I think that the relationship with the grandson, I was interested in not just as the character, but as the actress. I'm always interested in being able to tell a certain kind of truth of relationship from my cultural point of view. Okay. Like, what is it that Black women are most known for in the country, in the world, whatever? Mama, grandmama. They are the ones that stand in that space with the arms always open, to their children and their grandchildren. And they play a very, very significant role in the Black community. So I always, whenever I have an opportunity, I want to honor that. So finding moments where it's just about that. It is just about that, no matter what that relationship is with his mommy, my relationship with my grandson is going to be, so much bigger and so, much more expansive. And that's what I'm interested in bringing whenever that relationship exists. So I wanted to make sure that if there's a choice between the friendship and my grandson, that it's always got to be the grandson,
Okay.
especially at the point that she, makes that stand because of all that's been taken from him, at this point. She's got to be there for him. So I think that that was a very important thing for me to be able to strongly, make that choice that, there's no contest. I love you, but I love this more.
Okay, I love that. Now, I was also talking with your director Gigi the other day, and she was telling me how when you guys first saw the bingo hall, the new and improved bingo hall, that you all were kind of wowed by it. Can you speak
Mhm.
about seeing the set design like that for the first time?
Um, the first time we saw the new bingo hall, I think it was a little bit it was a little bit shocking because the day before we had been shooting in that same location and it was completely bare. And what was, so technically what was most amazing is that the set designers and the art directors and the crew were able to put together this whole new world in such a short period of time. It was amazing to me because it was just like every corner was empty, and then suddenly it was the next day, it was like, whoa. So those reactions that you see when we actually walk in as the characters, we're having those reactions as the actors because we couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it is so like expansive. So that's great to hear that it comes across, and I feel like a lot of the audience members will have the same reaction.
Uh-huh. Good, 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 good.
And now you also have a kind of like a horror scene here with just that little moment where the all the posters around your house, um, and you kind of interact with the slime. What was that like for you being in a scene like that?
Well, I talked about this a little bit earlier. It's all about the imagination. That's in the actor's toolbox, imagination, because you're playing with the green screen. You're playing with something that's not really there,
Okay.
and you're imagining, well, how scared am I supposed to be? How wide do my eyes have to bulge? Because you're not really experiencing the real thing, whatever that is. I guess some of that is done in post. But what I do remember about it is we did a lot of takes of it, and I became very scary because I became very annoyed. Like, how many more of these do we have to do?
Oh no. So it really came true.
Like I say, I hope that it is scary. I know that I had to use my imagination to try to tell some truth about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'd also love to ask, just you've been involved with so many projects over your career, from The Fugitive to one of my favorite characters on Lost as Rose. So I'm just curious, what draws you to a project? What makes you want to sign on to one?
The main thing is being invited. You know, uh, Over the years, I've been doing this 40 years now. Over the years, I've been offered a lot of things that, it just, timing wasn't right, or, I couldn't make, it work, or whatever. But in lately, and especially as I approach my senior years, I say, you know what? I'm not turning down nothing but my collar. And that's it. You offer me a job, I can take it. That's
There.
it, because it means a lot when another creative thinks of you and says, I think you can help me tell my story. That is a very big honor. It's a very big gift. And so I'm, wanting to say yes to as many things as I can at this point in my life.
Okay. And I'm glad you were called onto this one, because it seems like it's such a cool opportunity as like older generation kind of leading the film, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We're wearing capes. Me and Adriana are wearing capes.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, what was it like watching Richard break in his element as the villain here?
Oh my God, Richard. Oh my goodness. Uh he's uh he's a force. I mean, he has so little that he needs to do to scare you a lot. Okay, because there's just he creates this energy, and it's he can turn it on and off, because in between, he's such a kind, nice gentleman. Just the energy is just really very, very sweet. And to see what he's able to do when he's in his element it's awe inspiring, because he just turned it on and it was there. Because sometimes you can see an actor working towards the building up to the thing, but with him it was just, it's almost like he has like a little switch, and all it took was the flick, because he could be, hi, just coming in a little shy, but very, very, very sweet, as I say, and then all of a sudden go to, and it was like, wow, very interesting. I mean, the transition just wasn't there. Yeah.
All
So
he,
he's a tremendous talent.
all he has to do is smile, and then he's Mr. Big, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, L. Scott Caldwell, thank you so much for chatting with me about Bingo Hell.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a
Awesome.
great day.